Cool. Welcome back. Welcome back to Open Frequency. This episode must look fucking awful. So what happened was last week after the episode, the my light, the huge light that was here fell and the glass broke and I haven't gone to go buy the like a replacement. But so yeah, now I'm shooting on like any sort of light that I have, and I think you could see it in one of the past episodes, like the light reflecting. But I have my desk lamp here, kind of shining here, and then I have this bar light, but it's not enough. And then my window, yeah, it's not enough. It looks very dark, but whatever. This week has been it hasn't been great. I haven't been feeling great. Honestly, I think every week kind of sounds the same, where it's like I'm in a rut, this and that. But um, this week would really kind of started a like kind of weird. I basically coping, but not really coping because I don't know. So thankfully, genuinely, by the grace of God, I haven't really had anybody, and God forbid that anybody too close to me has died. Like I've recently a friend's family has passed, and I did meet them, but of course we weren't like great friends or anything. I knew of them, and it was like, damn, that's really difficult, like tough to go through that, especially for my friend. But for me, I uncles and stuff, but I didn't really know them that all too well, or they weren't. It just wasn't like I knew them like that, or like ever had meaningful conversations or anything was passed along. However, this Sunday, I believe, either Sunday or Monday, five girls that, or at least two of them, three of them. I think three of them. I don't know. At least two that I knew decently well. One that I knew very well from middle school passed in like a car accident. I think they were heading to Austin for some cabins. This is just info that I've heard through the grapevine. I don't know exactly, but this is what I've heard. Um, it was an accident in a car, and then there's a separate car that was going with them to the cabins, and they saw the whole thing. And I was like, that's terrible. That's so frightening. Um, I'd seen the girl who was when like in the separate car. I saw her post the two girls, and I just didn't know what it was. I thought they were like I don't know, just a random post, like they're like just a week ago or something. And I thought it was just like a whatever post. But then started seeing more people post about them and stuff like that. I was like, whoa, did that other person die? And to me it hit me kind of crazy um when I realized who it was that died. Um I could say her name. It wouldn't be a weird thing, I think. Um but I won't. I mean, whatever. Yeah, so the main one, the one that I knew, yeah, whatever. Yeah, the one that I knew, her name was Brianna. Me and her were like, I'd say pretty good friends in sixth grade. We were pretty good friends, and then kind of held a decent friendship up until like maybe eighth grade. Then afterwards, I went to high school somewhere else, and she went to Sunset. Um, but so we only really were like friends in middle school, and especially sixth grade. And I was looking through my photos, and I was seeing a ton of old photos of me and her, and I looked like, man, just a weird little kid. And she was I don't even know how we became friends, but we were kind of always in our classes. When I had her in my class, we were always kind of just sit together, just laugh or whatever. And she actually introduced me. I don't know why, and I found it kind of odd. Before I realized what had happened Sunday night, I was going to work right for Monday morning, and I had thought about this thing where she introduced me to. She didn't introduce it to me, but I remember vividly. Like I can play it out in my head. We were in science class upstairs, sixth grade, and she was listening to music on her phone, and it's this pink cover with this guy on it, and I was like, "What is that?" And I didn't ask her. I just kind of looked at it, and I was like, "What is that?" And then I eventually saw it, and it was the Childish Gambino because of the internet. And because of that, I sought that out and started listening to it. And I remember being like, "Oh yeah, I listened to that too." Like me just pretending to know what the what that was. Um, but no, yeah, we had a ton of, like, I have a lot of photos of us. It was just I don't know how to describe it, because it wasn't like the best of, it wasn't like best friends, but it was like it was, but more than just like a casual, just like, oh yeah, I know that person. I don't know. It's sixth grade as well, where it's just like, it's like whatever, like, yeah, we're friends, whatever. Um, I'm like kind of, whatever. But yeah, she passed, and for me, I was telling my barber, because he was telling me some stuff about it, and I was like, it feels like a canon person dying. That was like the weirdest, nerdiest way, but that's the only way I can describe it. Where it's like a person where I would have never imagined them dying. Like, it's so out of like it being a possibility of them dying, and then the other girl, Desiree, of them dying, like it's so like out of the realm of possibility. It's just like those people that like literally aren't meant to die. And I've heard it in shows and stuff, and it's like a cliche, but like I get it. Like I understand what they mean. Like it literally is like, it feels wrong, and not just like death wrong, but like wrong that happened. I have no idea how to describe it. And I'm just like, man, like that's weird. And even then, like I said, I haven't talked to any of them in years, in literal years. But at least Brianna would I was always see her like in my stories, like she would watch my stories or like a post here or there. But I haven't really spoken to her. Um, but I would see these other people make posts or on their stories about her and about the whole group, because it was five girls. They were going to go celebrate one of the girls' birthday, one that I didn't know, and I think her birthday was like just the other day, like the day yesterday or the day before, which is so sad. And yeah, I was seeing people make posts about her, like writing stuff and stuff like that, and just like talking about each girl. And the last girl they talked about was Brianna, and or when they were speaking about this other girl, because I think they were cousins. It was all like a family thing, and it always confused me. It's like, even in school, I was like, who's related? Because some of y'all look similar, but some of y'all don't. But y'all are always together, and I think one of them were cousins, and then another one was just like a really good family friend, and they were just like basically sisters. They were all basically family. Um, and before the post talking about Brianna, they were talking about one of the other girls, and they said, like, at least you're with Brianna, and y'all can take care of each other. And I don't know why, when she said that, it like clicked in my head that like she had actually passed away. Like it just seems so fake. I don't know how to explain it. It just all felt fake. And when she said that, it's like, man, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. Because I had seen somebody, or I had thought about somebody from middle school, or just school, or just in general. And I'm like, wow, like they're gonna grow up to be like, not in a bad way, but not them, just in general, like somebody else. I was like, you're gonna grow up to be like that type of like woman, that like like just a woman. Like you're gonna grow up to become a woman, and then I'm gonna somehow recognize you as that teen, when I met you, um, but in this adult form. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be like a funny situation where like I meet you, like I see that person at a store, and it's like, oh, you're older now, but I still recognize you from when you were like a kid. Um, and I had that same feeling with this, where it's like, damn, like that's never gonna happen for them. I'm never gonna run into them in their older form. Like literally, like all they've created has just stopped there. And it's so weird. It's so incredibly weird. And I think for sure this is like my first time trying to cope with it in my mind, like actually, like somebody that, I mean, I wouldn't say had a huge impact, because, like I said, we haven't talked for years. Um, when we were friends, a dear friend, but we just haven't talked in years. Um, but yeah, just insanely crazy. And I was just talking to my buyers for this deal that I have right now. Um, the sister of my buyer, they went to middle school with me, and her boyfriend is a like they got together in middle school, and the boyfriend comes with the brother to the house to check it out or whatever. I think something electrical they work in. Like they just know a lot of stuff like that. And I was telling him we were waiting for the code to enter the house, and we're just like standing there, just and I was talking. I was like, yo, I remember back in middle school, like I remember everybody's backpacks. I don't know why. I think I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this before, but I remember everybody's backpack and his girlfriend's backpack, which they're expecting. Congratulations to them. They're expecting, which is crazy. Um, her backpack was teal. Her backpack was teal, and I had a ton of photos with her because me and her were good friends back then, and her backpack was teal. His back, he had a Nike backpack, and I forgot who else I was telling him. And the brother, the friend's brother, was like, "What the hell? Like that's so random." And I think Brianna had, I think Brianna had a pink Nike backpack. I think she did, and I think Desiree had just like a black JanSport, maybe. But I think, and oh man, just thinking back, I can think like yeah, like thinking back into middle school, it is I could just kind of smell it. I could just kind of like sit back and walk those high and walk the hallways of in the morning, going through the hallway, passing the cafeteria, the new cafeteria, because they extended it out into like there's like mirrors and stuff, and you would walk into the gym and you just sit there, and then we had like a shop, like you could buy like snacks. You could buy snacks and everything in the morning. Or during I don't know how the situation worked. I don't know how they made this work, but there we had a store. We had a school store, and you could work. Like you could work at this store, and I forgot how you would get to work there. But I remember one day, I don't know if Brianna was in the class. I don't think she was. I don't think she was, but I remember one day in 6th grade, I went early in the morning and I bought a ton of Takis. Like, but it was the small bags. It was like the rectangle bags. Um, they were maybe like 75 cents or maybe $1. I don't know how much they were, but I remember buying a ton and giving them out to my friends in ROTC. Um, I don't know if Brianna was in there. Desiree was in ROTC. I'm pretty certain about that. I'm pretty certain about that. Um, but yeah, yeah, just at the incident, I've been thinking a lot about middle school. I always think about middle school, but it kind of made me think more in detail, and I guess just kind of brought up more vivid memories about them, or just in general. Um, because the photos I do have of them in my phone from like my iPod is from, I think, like the last day of school or somewhere around the last day of school, where they were giving out awards. We were just in class on our phones, and it's 2013. I think it's 2013. So it's just it's I had an iPod. I had an iPod, so it's just that, and I think iOS. I don't even know what iOS it was, where it upgraded from like the gears on the set, like the old version, to this futuristic version. It was in between that, because I have screenshots of my wallpaper, and I'm just like, oh, this looks so insane. Like everything, the bubbles, like it just looks so futuristic. It was around that time, so a lot of the photos also have filters and stuff like that. Um, yeah, yeah, but yeah, I think this time this week and like kind of this is really just me going through it a bit, like figuring out what that emotion is. Um, because I'm not forcing it out either. It's not like I said, I knew these people. They weren't like an immediate contact if something happened, or like it kind of is a situation where it's like, how far would your net cast, like if you were to pass, like how far, who would you affect, kind of, like how random kind of would it get. And I kind of feel like I fall into that with Brianna, at least. My go-to person is like Brianna, because I was good friends with her back then. um and it's like, oh wow, like David thought of it. and sit like vice versa, where it's like if I were to pass, like would my passing even register? Like how far would it even register out to people that I've met? Um, so it's made me think about that. It has made me think about that existentially, like an existential crisis, a little bit. I've had my gym partner was telling me she went to go change, and she just comes back and she's like, I had an existential crisis in the restroom, and I was like, oh okay, like okay, lock the fuck in because it's leg day. But and then I've been thinking about it too, and it is a bit freaky. It is for sure a bit freaky, and then especially with all the stuff going on right now, like there's like two or three space things going on allegedly, with some alien, some first off alien, and then second of all, a threat like the threatening alien, and then asteroid coming to the planet, and then asteroid hitting the moon. There's a lot of shit, and then just stuff globally. The shooting in I think Manhattan or in New York, and then the earthquake in Russia with the tsunami. Motherfuckers in Kansas talking about, is the tsunami gonna hit me? No, motherfucker, it's not gonna hit you. Um, just a lot of stuff going on, like a lot of terror stuff going on, and obviously I feel like it's because of what's going on with Trump, but it's like it gets to a point where it's like what like yes, a lot of this stuff could be fabricated, but it's still like is affecting people. You know what I mean? But yeah, so oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this week has been a lot of anxiety. Jokingly, I've been singing the anxiety song by Doechii a lot. I saw a video of her performing that song out in concert and nobody singing to it. It's not a real like it's not a real song. It's like a joke song. Like I can't take that song seriously. It's like a and also with people making the TikToks of the let's go to I bought tickets for Ja Rule or bought tickets for Lil Nas X. Oh, sorry. Yeah, those kill me. Um. Oh, but yeah, yeah. Been kind of going through that and just seeing what feelings I have to it. It just feels odd. It feels odd. It feels really weird. And people posting about it and it feels odd. That's the only way to describe it. It feels unreal. Um yeah, it just feels crazy. It just feels crazy. And then my barber was telling me about other people that he knows that have passed. And there's this one guy from Sunset. I forgot his name. Well, actually I think there's two guys from Sunset. Um relative to my age that passed. Um that I see a lot of people in my grade or above or below above post about and I think he told me one was like an allergy related thing that like attacked them, and then one was like a shooting. um yeah, a dear like a close friend uh would be heartbreaking. I can't imagine being not being able to text somebody that I talk to like very often, you know what I mean? Yeah, and he was just telling me about them and how it's kind of just like added like another one, and yeah, just kind of crazy. And I was asking my friend because he had the one that he had family passed in a similar way, but I thought it was a different. I thought it was in this kind of similar area because my barber told me that his girl did some research on the area, and that a lot of people die in that area, like from similar things. Um, so I was like, oh, did that happen over there? But no, it wasn't. It was different. Um, but yeah, taking out of that, taking out of that, I mean, like I've said in the past episodes, I am moving for sure with a better step towards doing everything that I can. Um, you know, the TikToks that I get, if you don't follow my TikTok, I suggest following my TikTok. Um, because the stuff that I repost, I love, and it's not some are stupid, some are motivational, but a lot of them are just like human, and that's my favorite. It sounds dumb. My favorite genre is human, but that's kind of what it is. It is like I love humans being human, like Halloween. I love Halloween. Halloween is such a human thing. Halloween is such a human thing. It's such a fun thing. It's such a child thing. It's such a magical thing. And yes, I know on some aspect there's quite a bit of people that don't like it because of religion, which sucks. I hate that some people aren't able to experience it because of that. But it's such a I don't know. It's not even like I go trick or treating. Last time I went trick or treating, I can't even remember what I did last year. What did I do last year? Last year for Halloween, I think I did something dumb. Not dumb, but like that's what you did. Um, no. Well, so last year I did go to Denton by myself for the little Halloween fest. I love that by myself. After after I went to go so I went out there. Then I bought a pen. I re-upped on a weed pen out there. That was the last weed pen I bought. I haven't bought one since then, since October. Um and they were cheaper out there. They were a ton cheaper. Because the ones over here they're like 35. Over there they're like 25. I'm like, oh why is it cheaper out here? Um bought one out there and I was like, let me go to a movie. And I think I did end up going to a movie, but it took me a minute to find out what it was. Oh, because I wanted to. But yeah, I think I went to the movies afterwards. I think I legit, yeah, I did because I took a photo. I took a photo of going to AMC. So from over there, from Denton, I went to North Park and I watched. Mm, I don't know. I don't know what I watched. And it's not. I don't think it marks on my thing because so the way I buy my tickets. Wait, let's see. Yeah, no, it's not on here. Damn it. Yeah, no, it's not on here. Um, Last movie I watched in 2024 was Anora. Who did I watch? Was it that one? Was it that one? Anyways, um, I went to go watch something. Damn, it's gonna bother me that I don't remember what it was. But yeah, yeah. Last year I did that, and then Halloween, and then around the same time in downtown, Dallas and City Hall. That's where I had my accident. Um, that's where I had my accident, and then Halloween Day. That's November. Where's that? That's here. Cat. Oh, I don't think I did anything. I didn't do anything. But I remember I went to go get my because I just got in these glasses I think, and they were messing with me. They were messing with me a lot, and I went in store to go get them fixed, and the lady had such the most badass costume. She had this huge helmet. She had this huge helmet that was like a sombrero type. It was a huge UFO. It was a huge UFO. like a crowning thing, and her dress was a yellow dress that was the light beam, and at the bottom she had cows around the thing. So it was like the whole thing. I was like, that's fucking amazing. I wish I should have taken a photo. Um, but yeah, no, I literally didn't do anything for Halloween. But I just love Halloween. I love the feeling. And this year I don't care. I'm going to Boston or see, I would love to go to Salem, but everybody goes to Salem for Halloween. But I might as well just go to Salem. I might as well go to Boston. How far is Salem from Boston? Um, yeah, I'm going to take that trip. I set that at the beginning of this year. I think with these podcasts. Um, how far is Boston to Salem? Taking a car or a train? Because out there's a lot of trains. I know that. By distance, it's approximately 15 to 17 miles. So let's see. That's less than a marathon. That's less than from here to like Seagoville. That's less. It's less. It's not that far. It's not that far. Depending on the route and your specific starting point in Boston. Okay. Typically, driving around 30 minutes under normal traffic. So it's not that far. Okay. By train, route MBTA commuter rail, Newburyport Rockport line from North Station, Boston to Salem Station, a rail distance about 16 miles, time 30 to 35 depending on arrival, 32. Frequency, train runs hourly with more frequent service on weekends and during peak seasons like October. Cool. So, around 30 minutes. My idea is to switch or okay, yeah. I had to shower I had to shower. I had to start in the shower. I need to get Planet Fitness or another national gym membership so that I can go shower at the Planet Fitness, rent a U-Haul car or truck, and that's gonna be my transportation and sleeping because I don't like. Look, I could survive. This is a hitchhiker's a way of doing it, which is all I need. I don't think I need because it's only me. I can do this, and I would love to do it this way. I would love to hitchhike, not actually hitchhike, but hitchhike adjacent of going with the flow. I know what I want to hit. I know I have somewhere I can sit and nobody can bother me in, and a place where I can shower and use the restroom properly. Which is the Planet Fitness. I can sleep in the car, and I can park the car anywhere. You know what I mean? So I feel confident enough that I could do it. Is it gonna be um comfortable? Not really. Especially if I take my computer, which I would need to take my computer. I mean, look, I would need to take my computer. Um, yeah, it would just have to be very smart, strategic packing, and it would just have to be very smart and strategic packing. Yeah, it would be because like, look, let's plan this out. Let's say I go fly over to Boston. Okay, I'm at the airport, either there or somewhere. Or just take an Uber to a U-Haul place. I call ahead. I call ahead. Even then, I call ahead so much so that I schedule to pick up by the time I get there. So I'm not like, oh, they don't have a truck. Oh, they don't have this. I would like to get the van. I would like to get the van because it costs as much. Not the huge box truck. The van, because the van is as much as the truck, as like the Silverado truck that they have. However, the Silverado truck is a 2-door. It's not a 4-door. So there's not much room and it's not tinted. I don't want that. If I get the van, I can sleep in the back. Mind you, could I die? Could I die from I need to figure that out. But if I get the van, I can sleep in the back. It's empty back there. And I could just enclose the I could just tighten the doors just like they do like the 18 wheelers. where they put the seatbelt through the door and everything and just tighten it, make sure it's good. Um, and I could just sleep there. My only concern is it safe? Like, would I suffocate or would I freeze to death? Because we're in Boston in October, which is probably gonna be very cold. So we'll see. Um, yeah, we'll see. So I have my sleeping arrangement. I have my movement arrangement also down. Now I can either drive to Salem, which would be cool, which would be nice. However, parking, gas, tolls. I can't imagine how much tolls are over there. I have no idea actually. Um, if I take the train, it's walking. However, I'm gonna be dragging my big ass backpack everywhere. With not, it's not even that it's a big backpack, but I'm gonna be carrying my computer because I don't want to leave my computer with the car. It's gonna get stolen. Um, so either substitute the computer, either not bring the computer, or I get a tablet so that just in case something needs to get done work wise, I can do it and then return the tablet. I'll do that. That's what I actually might do because then I get to do what I need to do and I don't really spend money because I'm just returning the product. I actually might do that. Note that. Note that. Jarvis, write that down. Um, then so I could take my backpack. I have just the iPad. It's lighter. Good. And then I train to Salem, look around, get a few bites, get a caramel apple, take some photos, get scared, buy some merch, this and that. Then at night, or when would I go back? Maybe I take the car. Maybe I take the car. Then I drive back to Boston, and and I could park at the Planet Fitness the parking lot because it's 24 hours. I'm a customer here. I'm gonna go in a few hours, and I shower. I use the restroom. I wake up next day, and we're good. And off to the next spot. Um, and it's cheap car. Like, and that seems like a dream to me because it's so like on my terms, on my feel, on my whim. It's so, I don't want to say magical, but it's magical, and that's what's on my TikTok. This human nature of just doing and just that, of just doing, do anything, but please do something. I say this, yet I am so damn um addicted to this fuck ass phone. I'm so addicted to this phone that my hours are out of control, and I'm almost I don't like uh uh paralyzed to doing anything else because I'm just watching my phone. I'm watching other people do stuff, and I'm not doing it. Um, like I know my purpose. So we were talking about this last time. I know my purpose. I know why I want to be successful in real estate. I know why I want to be successful in this. I know why I want to do it. I have a reason for it, not just for money, but for freedom of expression of myself and just being able to do what I want, be able to provide for my family, provide for everybody. That's legit the goal. I want to be a provider. I want to provide for everybody. And I think a lot of people do as well. Um, that's why I want to do it. And I know it. I know it. It's in me. I feel it. I can have it written down everywhere. I can have it tattooed on me. But it's this damn phone. And actually, shout out to um and it's a little funny, it's a little like, I guess, but shout out to Kim. What? Shout out to Kim Kardashian because she literally last night, I think it was last night. Yeah, it was last night. She posted a quote. I don't know whose quote this is. I don't think it's hers. It could be hers, whatever. She said, "Discipline is nothing but self-respect at the highest level." And I love that. It is. It fucking is. Because right now I'm not loving myself. Or I'm not respecting myself. I'm not at all. I'm saying fuck off. Like, I'm just saying fuck off. Like, literally, I just keep repeating that to myself by my actions. I'm just saying fuck off. Fuck off. Like, you don't, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to you. and I hate that. I hate it. Yet it's nobody else's fault except mine's. So it's such a, I don't know. It is such a thing to work at, not an impossible task, but difficult. And it ought to be difficult because if it wasn't, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be super successful, and there'd be no success. It'd just be, you know, common. But that's what I'm fighting right now. I'm fighting myself to get out of this mediocrity, getting out of comfort, getting out of laziness, um, that I've lived in for so long. That I've lived in for so long, and I continue to fight. That I literally continue to search for it. I continue to search for comfort and laziness. I continue to do it. Yet and the thing that's pushing me out of it, the thing that is forcing me out of it, is these open houses. So I'm doing 100 open houses in 100 days. So for basically 3 months and 10 days, um, I'm doing open houses every day. I'm on day. I started on a Thursday 2 weeks ago. Today's Thursday, so it's been 2 weeks. It has been 2 weeks so far. Um, 14 days. It has been 14 days so far. What have I learned? I've I'm getting better at being on time. Because it's forcing myself. It's forcing myself to be early. Because every time I've been super late to my open houses back before I started doing this. Um, so it's forcing myself to be on time, forcefully getting out and being, yo, I know I'm gonna be early, but it's being better early than late and missing people. Because I've missed people. I've seen people. I've gotten calls where they're like, yo, where you at? And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm putting up signs, saying some excuse, and it's like somebody was there already. And it's like, damn, like that literally could have been a buyer. So this is pushing me out of my comfort zone. This is pushing me out of not comfort solely on what's it called? What was I saying? Fuck. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not pushing me out of my comfort zone solely on physical, but on mental and emotional, because it gets to a point where it's like, damn, I'm missing out on stuff with family or this and that. Or it's not entirely, but it's like you don't get the full time you have with people. So now when you do, you have to kind of really um be there fully. You really have to be there fully. You don't. It's not like you'll have another chance for this, God willing, but it's not. You've already missed out on some. So now it's like I have to be. I just have to be on it. I just have to be on it. I have to be a better person, and I think it is a thing of evolving. I'm evolving with this, which is good. Which is good. Which is needed. It's been needed for the longest time. Oh. So yeah. When I get on here, I get this. It's not even a rush of motivation or anything. It's just a kind of what I've been wanting to say to myself that I don't, and I get to say it properly, or I get to draw it out and explain it further. Because I'll be honest, at my open houses, I've been so lazy. I'm literally just on my phone or something else, like something to entertain me, so that I'm not just staring at a wall for the entire open house, which isn't the point. I'm wasting time. I have gotten somebody from it, but I need to be doing something and at least like read or write or something, bro. Because here is this is the, instead of writing, journaling or something, this is it. This is the expression. So yeah, it feels good. It feels good to do this, and it feels um I need that to stick. I need that to stick in my brain where it's like, yo, remember how good you felt after you did it, because you did it and you're able to express what you've been feeling the whole week. You should do it. You should force yourself to make the time to record. Um that's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling like I'm telling myself. Um but yeah. Yeah, my TikTok I absolutely love, but man, it drains time and energy away from me like no other. Oh, I watched the Fantastic Four came out. I've watched it two times already. Is it that good for two times? Um, I don't think so. It's really good. I loved it, mind you. I loved it. It's an awesome movie. It's an awesome start to the Fox to Fantastic Four and all that stuff to the X Men. Not, I mean, it's awesome. It's just awesome. But it's not like a Endgame or a um Spider-Man multiverse movie like where it's like you get that feeling. It's like it's a story. It's just a story. It's a cool story. Didn't hurt to watch it again, but it wasn't like whoa again. You know. Um, First time I saw it was in Dolby, which yes, it sounds really good. Second time I watched it, like it was Tuesday, so it was with the $5 tickets. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. I cannot wait for the rest of the stuff to start popping off. A lot of stuff has to happen. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Last show that I watched of the Marvel movies and things, I think it was the Captain America one. I think that was the last one I watched because I didn't watch Moon Knight. I haven't watched Ironheart. I haven't watched Echo, which I don't even know if that released or not. I have no idea. The second Wakanda I didn't watch. Haven't watched Eternals. Haven't watched. There's a lot of stuff I have not watched, but I don't even think I need to watch to like. I know it's. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, damn. Sorry. I know what's happening. I know what's going to happen. Generally, but yeah, it was a good movie. And Superman. I saw Superman too. I think I'll talk about that. Yeah, what else has been going on? Oh, this Friday, I'm going to go to I'm gonna go get all you can eat sushi. Super excited for that. I'm like I'm gonna eat one more meal until I eat the all you can eat sushi. I'm super excited. I need to eat down. I need to like for sure like maybe two rolls and you get your money's worth because it's like $25 or something like that. For the all you can eat. So it's like two or three rolls, you already got your money's worth. But I'm going for like when I went last time to get sushi, we got two rolls each. Was not full whatsoever, at all. So I'm going to premeditatively say that I'm going to put down six rolls. I think I could do six. I think I could do six. I'm just not gonna do my rice heavy. I love a Philadelphia roll. I was told it tastes like I gave somebody a taste of it of the Philadelphia roll, and they said it tastes like um what's it called a Lunchable, like the cheese from the Lunchables, and then yeah, it did actually taste like that. Um, but they have one that like they set it on fire. I'm excited. I'm very excited for that. Yeah, very excited for that. Huh. Yeah. Um, what else? Oh, my haircut. So yeah, I got a haircut. So my hair's been growing out. This, look, it's not his fault. Okay, I didn't explain. I assumed, which I now recognize I should never assume. I assumed we were on the same kind of wavelength of what we were, of what I wanted, but we weren't. So my barber, he got a new place. He got a studio. Oh damn it! I'm sorry. He got his own place now for to cut hair. It's like it's like in a tower, and he so it's just him in there now, and I go, I tell him what's up. I like the long hair. It's annoying me a little bit, but I like the long hair. Cool. I'ma just get a taper fade. Cool. Okay, cool. Starts cutting. Starts cutting. Cool. This and that. Cool. Okay. The sides, there's nothing on the sides. I feel like he just cut the sides way too short. Like the volume. There's no volume around my head. It's just it feels like a toupee just slapped on top of my head. Not his fault. I didn't explain. I wanted a lower taper fade. I wanted a lower taper fade and keep a lot of the volume. Didn't tell him that. So yeah, now I look very. It looks too clean to the point where it looks not great to me. To me. Um, but yeah, yeah, that's the only thing. This is the only time that I haven't liked a haircut. And I've been looking back at my old haircuts. Boy, my barber did not say nothing. uh, he's my enemy. He didn't tell me how bad I looked. I don't like how I look with my hair. With my short hair. You can see my head, my skull. My skull looks nasty, like my head shape. If I go back short, I'm going back short, but like 8 and going downwards, where it's like it's maintaining a lot of the length of the hair. Because short, no, and not good at all. Um, but yeah, no, I mean, besides that, it's been going pretty good. Just a lot of reflection and yeah, just a lot of reflection. Oh, actually, the main thing was that I've been feeling very, which I hate. I hate, and I think it's good that I'm calling it out, and I'm not letting it sit and fester in me. Um, I'm catching myself being jealous, and I'll say it fully, and then I'll figure it out. I feel myself getting jealous with others people's success. That sounds terrible. That sounds awful, but it is how I've been catching myself not like I'm look as a person myself, I'm very much a, and I've said this before, a I'll talk until I'm talked to. You get me? Like I like I'm not I because I hate it. Annoys me, and it stems from school. It stems from being in school and just kids just being loud, obnoxious, and just like, damn, shut up. Nobody's talking to you, bro. Um, where it's like, yeah, like I will only talk until I'm spoken to, either with a teacher, a friend, or something. And that sounds bad because yes, it's like you're not trying, you're not giving effort, but it's in the context of that of in a setting where people are talking this and that. I don't want to budge in. I don't want to bother you. No. I don't want to bother the situation. Like, if you're not talking to me, then I'm gonna let you talk or whatever. Like if you're talking to somebody else, like two people are talking, I'm not gonna budge in just because I heard something that rings in my ear. It's not like a fucking dog where it's like they said walk and now the fucking dog goes and bugs them. No, if they say something cool, I'll hear it and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. If they then start talking outwardly to people or be like, hey, bro, your opinion, I'll give you my opinion fully because I heard it and I was thinking about it and I'll give you my opinion. But I don't like the budging in. Um, so with this somewhat jealousy that I feel myself having, um, it's like kind of having slick remarks about stuff, about people posting stuff like their success and stuff. Like I don't know why there's this like weird feeling and I hate it. I truly hate it. This isn't a thing of like what does this mean? No, I hate it. I don't want to have this, but I think it's my own fault of why I'm feeling this. Of I'm lacking success, so I feel it's not a hatred. It's not a it purely is a jealousy, but I'm holding it back because I know it's wrong. But it's a jealousy of like oh, that sounds terrible, but it's like I want to have what they have, but I don't. So I feel weird. So I feel, and I think that's what it is. I feel weird because I'm holding back all that like actual nasty stuff. I'm holding back the actual jealousy, the actual resentment, the actual thing. I'm holding it back, so I just end up feeling off. I feel weird. I feel like, okay, cool, like let's carry on. Um, I've been feeling that, and that sucks. That sucks. That truly sucks. But it is all on me. It is all on me, and I know it is. Of I'm not getting what I want because I'm not doing what's what it takes to get what I want. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that, and every week I say the same thing. I say the exact same thing of I'm not doing what I know I ought to do to get what I want. Yet I feel this weird way, um, and I don't know. I have no idea what the hell to do, or what to feel, or what to how to fix this. Um, I think my biggest holdback right now is the calling. My biggest drawback right now, or not my drawback, but the thing that's holding me back is calling people. I don't like the call, especially the cold calls. I don't like it, but it's what's gonna get me in front of people or to connect with people that I would have never connected with. The same way with open houses. Like the person that came by to, or the person that I got sent over to my lender, and they're gonna start the application, would have never met them if I never had hosted the open house on a Monday at 5:30. You know, I would have never met them. They would have never met me. Never would have had the conversation. And this guy would have gone on with this want of having a house in this area, but he just would have never really started it because that was the main thing. His whole thing was saying, I want to, I just really don't have a plan. I just really don't know what to do. And literally in my training, that by the exact scenario of that, of, I really want to, but I don't have a plan. And in the training, it sounds so obscure and so like, what? Like, it's pretty simple, but I mean, obviously, because I'm in the business, but, I can help you with that, like, immediately. So I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do. But I have to first stop being a bitch, basically, and just fucking do it. Just do it. And with the things that happen in, I think ever since the start of this career, I've had the thought, click, where it's like, look, bro, and it's adding more to with the accident that happened with my friend, where it's like, look, bro, you're gonna die eventually. Everybody's gonna die eventually. This truly doesn't matter. This actually doesn't matter. And I need to get back into that mind frame. Because back when I did used to call for like hours, I had that mind frame. Everybody's going to die. This doesn't matter whatsoever. That person can cuss you out, can try to sue you, can do whatever. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, honestly. I need you to push through it because your success is on that other side of that phone when you call. You literally just need to keep calling and it's gonna be there. And also open houses and all this other stuff, training, things like that. But it starts with you stopping. It starts when you stopping yourself, because I'm just stopping myself. There's literally no difference from me and a fucking successful TikToker, a successful real estate agent, successful fucking concrete layer, concrete owner, whatever. It's the same person. The only thing is they thought of it and they pursued it and they didn't stop ever. That's the only difference. That's legit the only difference between me and everybody else, and you and everybody else. That's legit the only difference. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like these are motivations for me. Like I'm talking to myself through this camera. I'm talking to myself. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to myself. But that is my answer. That is basically my answer. And that's the thing where it's like I have the answer to my own solutions. Yet I think I get so damn trapped in my phone where it's like I don't let myself talk to myself enough to get to the answer. I just stop. I just go numb. I just go numb with my phone, and I'm just like going through the hour like, oh, 4, okay, we got 2 more hours. Okay, cool. Oh, let me get on that thing. Let me start on working that. I need to reach out to them and them. Okay, cool. A slight buzz on my phone. Somebody texts me through Instagram. I'll respond to them later. Start scrolling on Instagram. Then I go over to TikTok. I'm there. Then I go to Twitter. Go on vacation. Go to my 4 islands. And then it's 4:30. Okay, damn, bro. Time went by fast. Okay. Um, I'll start at 5. Okay. On my phone. It's 5. I put my phone down, do my little walk. Damn, bruh, haven't done anything. Okay, I kind of start looking at the people that I need to call, open up their thing. I know what I need to say to them. And then I go to my phone to dial, and then I just swipe onto TikTok. Like, it's just, I need to basically delete. I need to delete these apps every time I need to do something, because I need to make it that such a thing to re-download these apps, or such a thing to get back on it, where it's like, look, bro, you doing what you have to do is so much easier, and you'll get so much more satisfaction out of it than downloading this damn app, scrolling for a while, and still not doing what I have to do. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm open house right now. Right after this, I'm going to clean. I need to clean some stuff, iron some stuff, get ready for the open house. I need to leave really early today. Um, like, oh shit, yeah, like immediately after this, and then just go to the open house and do that. Um, but I'm feeling good. I'm truly feeling good. This today's episode felt great. It felt really great for me. So yeah. Um, what is that? Because this is, I stopped it, started it 3 times. What are we on? What are we on? So this week, this goes out Friday. This weekend, I guess I'm like today for sure moving with a lighter step, I guess, and more, I'd say, forgiveness for myself, because actually also, um, right before this, I had the contract. I forgot something. I literally just forgot to text something out that's very, very important. However, it doesn't have like repercussions, like serious repercussions. Um, but it's a thing where I have to work on forgiving myself. I think that's a big thing that I still kind of lack on doing, of forgiving myself, and just kind of moving on. I know I compare myself a lot, and I hate that I do it, but I know I do. Um, I know some people that I know would, it attacks them a lot more. Like, they can't let it go. But I know I do it a bit better of just releasing it. Literally, couldn't have, like, it is what it is. In my mind, it's the same way with the cold calling, where it's like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, and I keep it pushing. But I think I need to keep on working on forgiving myself, and just pushing it. There's just pushing it to the max, because I can't do that. I can't like make myself live through every issue every time, and really push it, and really kind of not care. Um, but yeah, whatever. Um, yeah, I feel good. I for sure am. I feel a lot better now. This is like my confession. I haven't gone to go confess. I literally have not gone to go confess. I need to do that too. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, awesome. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. Um, we're gonna be back for next Friday. Um, follow me here and on Spotify. New episodes every week. Follow my Instagram. Tags or links down in the description. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.